How you doing, Kyle?
I'm all right. How about you?
Okay. Feels like it's been a long time since we've been here. It was just a normal weekend, and I was here Friday. It feels like a long time. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Disney Morning Show. We're going to catch up on what's going on in the world of Disney. It's not even that cold here. Why am I wearing a sweatshirt today? Say some quick hellos. Hello, Fred Ramirez. Always nice to have you here. Gio, good to see you from Tropical. Good. Got rid of the snow. How's your tropics doing? Hey, GPP. Has your temperature gotten better, Kyle?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be in like the 60s today. Still got like the snow that you end up shoveling and putting into packs. That's still there, but a lot of this other stuff that was left alone is finally. I learned to drive in the snow for the first time
Ooh.
ever. I had to learn about having to back up and then trying to get enough going. I learned when you don't get traction and your car yells at you. I skidded a little bit trying to go into my driveway. Tons of fun stuff. All
No.
these adventures I got to have because this was the first time. This is not only the most snow that we've had since we moved here 10 years ago, but also normally if we get any amount of snow, the next day it's like 60 and melts. So this was the first time where it stayed really cold and the snow stayed around for several days.
Miserable. Why would anyone do that? Forgot. I'm Doobie Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place. That's our executive editorial director, Kyle Burbank. Let's get going. Every morning we start with a look at the Disney stock price so you can see how your money's doing. It was at 110.89 on Friday, right about the same time right now. It is at 110 even. How beautiful is that number? I didn't want to refresh for fear of ruining that number, but now I'm going to refresh and see. See? No, I'd rather have it at 110. Forget the extra 29 cents.
If you would have purchased however much 2 minutes ago when it was 110, you'd have 29 cents more per share.
Yeah, which is could be a lot if it was $1 million.
Yeah.
Monday, Ethan.
As soon as I find him.
Hello there and welcome to another edition of the LP Disney Weather Report. I can't stop the way I feel. Things you do don't seem real. Tell me what you've got in mind, cause we're running out of time. Won't you ever set me free? This waiting round's killing me. She drives me crazy. Like no one else. She drives me crazy. And I can't help myself. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim will be warm today, reaching a high of 77, although there's a 20-degree spread on the day as the evening low will fall to 57. Walt Disney World is in for a soggy day as light rain and showers will be possible all day long. As for the temperature, through it all, it will stay around 62 give or take a degree. Castaway Cay will make it up to 74 today, although the system impacting Walt Disney World will make its way to the private island in the evening, leading to some showers. Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point will be cloudy today and make it up to 77. Disneyland Paris is in the low 50s now and will fall a few degrees more before the clock strikes 12. Tokyo will have plenty of sunshine tomorrow, which will warm the parks to 53 only for winds to make it feel more like 49. Shanghai will be overcast tomorrow while temperatures will stay in the low to mid-40s throughout the day and night. Lastly, Hong Kong will also be cloudy and top out at 63 tomorrow. And that will do it for another Disney weather update. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
We have breaking news. There's a new poster for Andor Season 2 coming April 22nd to Disney Plus. As it says, the critically acclaimed series returns. And Doobie, in addition to the poster, which is obviously the breaking news, we also got a new trailer.
We did.
We did. There's a link to it on the sheet, right next to the other link.
Oh, see, there's just a little space there in the word trailer. I didn't even notice that. Are we going to watch this? Or are we just going to talk over
We can watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
All right, let's watch this together. Get this
Let's
big.
screw monetization.
Go
I probably didn't even
back.
turn it on.
We're in a war. You want to fight? Or you want to win? Last night I dreamed that the world had turned. All our hopes had come to be. The revolution starts now.
What a swell party this is.
revolution starts now. Yeah, the revolution starts now. Remember this moment. You're here, you're right here, and you're ready to fight.
They're leaning into that review aspect. Like, no, this one's different. People like this. Remember?
Hey, after some of the recent stuff, I did love the Acolyte. Was my, other than the original season of Mandalorian, easily my favorite thing Disney Plus has done. Did not like the song in that trailer, but other than that, that was fantastic. April 22nd. Very, 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 very excited about that. Anything you guys want to say about that? Because I want to do a quick audible.
Sure. No, nothing else about Andor. I still need to finish watching the first season, but I will do that before April 22nd so I can watch the second.
It is so good. Fred Ramirez mentions Captain America. I should have put this on the agenda. I was thinking about it in my drive-in and forgot. But looking at the second weekend of Captain America, it did have a 68% drop-off. It still finished number one for the weekend, but only brought in $28.3 million. That 68% is the steeper side, close to Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which was just awful from everything I heard, which went down 70%. So yeah, it looks like it may not have, after a decent opening, not spectacular, it may not have great legs. We'll see where things end up. All right.
Oh, well, Jeremiah was over at, or still is probably, at Disney's Animal Kingdom this morning and got some photos of the updated work over where Triceratops Spin was. And as you can see, the queue area has been completely dismantled. If you scroll down, you can see what it looked like beforehand.
Is it snowing? Is it snowing there?
It's not snowing. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Maybe it's just rain.
It's grapple or whatever it was. Oh, doorbell.
Yeah, sorry. I probably should have taken that. Here. Is this your story? Go ahead. Keep going.
That's it. If you just scroll down to where we could see what it looked like beforehand, that's all we really need. There you go. So that whole striped thing is now gone. And yeah, of course, this is making way for Tropical America's coming eventually.
All right. And the other day, I think Friday, Jeremiah was over at Magic Kingdom where he was able to get a look at the, though not officially confirmed, here, let me put this in the background instead. It's a better background for this. Though not officially confirmed, it seems new digital projectors have been installed in a segment of the ride in a portion that the screens surround the guest in a dome screen. Well put to be. The footage does not appear to be changed greatly, but the quality, brightness, and clarity of this portion of the attraction, which a particular section of fans might recognize as a super speed tunnel, has been greatly enhanced. So
yeah, it's like the only section of that ride that's different from the Disneyland version, aside from like the mechanics where you can actually lift the gun in Disneyland. Right. But yeah, this isn't in Astro Blasters.
And even in this video, I feel like it looks better, but you know, it could just be.
It's as nauseating as ever. And speaking of nauseating, the California Food and Wine Festival is coming to DCA on February 28th this Friday. And ahead of that, Disney Instagram shared a quick look at some of the merchandise that will be available. As you can see there, there's going to be a button-up shirt, a Spirit jersey, and then mouse ears and a hat. I'm sure there'll be more than that, but those are some fun items. And yeah, the DCA Food and Wine Festival starts this Friday. We will, of course, be there, live blogging, getting all the footage, and celebrating the return of Soarin' over California, the superior version of Soarin'.
No argument here.
Sticking in the realm of food, there's a new Joffrey's blend. This is Daisy Duck, and this one is tastes of sweet amber honey and a delicate lavender scent. So they're emphasizing the lavender, even though it seems like it's just a scent and not a flavor. This is available in ground or whole bean that you can order from the site. And some bad news. This is $13.99 per bag, which is up from $12.99 as it had been in the past few months. So some inflation hitting the Joffrey scene. But I enjoy their coffees. I'm curious about this one, but I don't know if I'll end up getting it or not.
How about you, Gio? I know you're a big Joffrey's guy. Let us know out there. All right, it's award season, folks. Speaking
I
of
can't believe you
award-winning,
took this story. I was sure when I put an award season thing on here, it was going to get assigned to me. But we'll see. Maybe why? Is there a reason why you chose this stuff?
I mean, we got to even things out. You know, I don't want to give you everything. There's a lot of Marvel today, a lot of merchandise today. I can't give you everything, so you know, I try to be fair.
Not the reason
anyway,
I was going for, but that's
I realize that. That was quite. I know exactly what's going on here. So it's award season, and I also took the next awards, which have nothing to do.
that's true.
NAACP Image Awards. We have the full list of Disney winners up on Laughing Place, but some of the highlights: Outstanding Actress in a Comedy Series, Quinta Brunson from Abbott Elementary, which also won Outstanding Comedy Series. Well deserved. We watch that every week. Acolyte, which we talked about, won Original Score. And Outstanding Reality Program. I think the most important win was, let's get down there, Celebrity Family Feud with Steve Harvey. Doesn't get any better than that. Voiceover, Blue Ivy.
Wouldn't it have been funny if they read the wrong name for that? And they had to come out. I have to apologize.
I hope they did. I did not watch. I hope they did. Voiceover was Blue Ivy Carter from Mufasa, and perhaps in a preview of the Oscars, Outstanding Animated Film, Inside Out 2.
Probably not a preview of the Oscars, but
Why not?
because Tony's down on it. Tony says no.
What's he picking?
He thinks that cat movie is gonna get it.
Oh my goodness. He's probably right, though. That's kind of his field. All right, and sticking to awards, the SAG Awards, Screen Actors Guild Awards, were yesterday live on Netflix. Did you watch, Kyle?
I didn't, although I do think it's weird that they continue to call them the SAG Awards, even though it's SAG-AFTRA now.
That doesn't flow. It doesn't just roll off the tongue as well. Anyway, 8 Disney winners, including the male actor in the leading role for Timothée Chalamet, which you were a big fan of this performance, weren't you?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Male actor in a supporting role, Kieran Culkin for Hulu's A Real Pain. You did see this one.
I did see that one, and Kieran kept talking about how heavy a SAG award is, and humble brag, I've held a SAG award, and it is remarkably heavy, so I am right there with him.
Was it yours?
It was not mine. It was a friend of mine.
4 wins for Shogun. It's kind of the big Disney winner, including 3 acting awards and stunt ensemble. And now that I know that, I kind of want to see it. And 2 wins for Only Murders in the Building, including comedy ensemble and, it pains me to say, male actor in a comedy series, the great Martin Short. Was there ever any doubt?
Who was not there to accept.
Because he's sick. He had COVID, I heard.
I think they were supposed to do a show anyway, but yeah, they both got sick at the SNL 50.
And not Timothy Dalton, like I keep wanting to say, but Tony Dalton. Any relation? Do you know?
Quickly becoming one of your favorite.
Do you know, is he related to the great Timothy Dalton?
Don't know.
I don't know. He's returning to reprise his role from 2021's Hawkeye, and he's going to play the Swordsman in Daredevil Born Again, which is coming to Disney Plus March 4th. I was a huge fan of Daredevil on Netflix way back when, so there might be a couple of good Netflix series coming.
You were also a big fan of Hawkeye for about 2 episodes, and
I
then
did. No, I think I finished Hawkeye. I liked Hawkeye. Hawkeye was the last Marvel series that I liked.
Okay.
So Vincent D'Onofrio is also going to be back in this. Daredevil is really, really good. So I'm kind of looking forward to this one. The MCU, hopefully,
he's going to have to up. You're going to have to up your thing to TVMA to watch that.
I may have to borrow your login. I don't know if mine.
Make a new profile. Well, speaking of Marvel, the 4th Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland, which we don't have a title for yet, is moving a week. So now it'll come out July 31st of next year as opposed to July 24th. That gives it an extra week apart from The Odyssey, which is being released July 17th on Disneyland's birthday, which also stars Tom Holland and Zendaya. So, you know.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Crazy.
They're both in the new Christopher Nolan movie coming out 2 weeks before this movie.
Are they also in Paw Patrol 3?
I don't think they're in Paw Patrol 3, but now this movie will open against Paw Patrol 3 is why it says Paw Patrol 3 on the sheet.
Speaking of The Odyssey, we tried to watch the, what is the ABC boat show? Doc Odyssey? Odyssey Doc?
I don't know. The one that, Marshall likes.
Yeah, we tried to watch it. It's not good.
It's a Ryan Murphy show. Does that surprise you?
What has he done?
All the things. Glee. That's all I need to know.
Don't say all the things. Yeah, it's very gross because it's a medical show, and other than that, it's not very good. All right, let's take a look at the top 10. It's a Monday top 10 TVMA, as Kyle already mentioned. Let's see.
TV 14.
TV 14, yes, not MA. Need to be MA. Win or Lose, new Pixar's first, what do we call it? Long form series, not short series.
Yes.
Brave New World, people still trying to watch it early. Lilo and Stitch 2, climbing the charts. What in the world are people watching? I need to know why. Now ahead of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and then comes the Avengers block. Takes us all the way to number 8, basically. And then Dream Productions and another Avengers. So we are down
number 8 for me is Paradise.
Tonight.
So that's the only one missing from yours.
Tonight, 9 p.m. for me, episode 7. There is exactly one Disney thing in here. 2 Pixar, bunch of Marvel, and Lilo and Stitch 2. It seemed to me like, yeah, I guess the remake is coming out, but I would figure more people would be watching Lilo and Stitch, not Lilo and Stitch 2. So, anyway.
Underrated, I guess.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
We have a different type of review to start things off today. Marvel Rivals has added a Human Torch and The Thing, joining Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman, who are already in the video game. So Maxon went and took a closer look at these characters and what he thought of them in the video game. So rather than give you the conclusion of what he thought of each one, I'll just give you his last paragraph here. Once the hype dies down, I look forward to trying more matches with these characters. It'll also be interesting to see if these new characters become favorites for a lot of players. For those looking to try their hands with Human Torch or The Thing, or the other amazing characters in Marvel Rivals, you can play the game now for free on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series consoles, or PC.
All right.
It's a very popular game.
Way to go, Maxon. This is why you're quickly becoming one of my favorite contributors here at Laughing Place. All right, our next review is No Taste Like Home, A Delicious Sense of Place, to National Geographic. I missed a word. No Taste Like Home brings a delicious sense of place to National Geographic. Like, that just does not read right. Let's see, this was reviewed by Marshall Knight. And he says, review, No Taste Like Home brings, I already said that. The subtitle, the series is hosted by Anthony Porowski, known for Netflix's Queer Eye, unknown to me. Even with Porowski's misplaced presence, the series has so much to offer. The beauty of food mixed with the intense connection of culture allows for a fresh take on travel and ancestry. While there certainly is no taste like home, it's a privilege to sample these. No Taste Like Home with Anthony Porowski premieres February 23rd on Nat Geo, and I am guessing will move quickly to Disney Plus. But that's just a guess. That's not mentioned in the article. Kyle, I saw a post. Do you have anything? No?
We could talk about that.
Yeah, you mean you reviewed it, didn't you?
I did, but I didn't know if we want to save it for tomorrow. But I can give a quick look at because the embargo is up. Got some new Disney Lorcana cards, and what's cool about this set is that this is the first time where you're going to have dual ink cards. So you can see here, this one is both Sapphire and Amber and Sapphire. And this is also a foil card, which is why it's so shiny. So currently you can only play these dual ink cards in a deck that has both of those colors. I don't know if that'll change in the future and give you a little bit more flexibility. Here's a cool Belle one. But yeah, I think, more great art. There's also some other cool elements. There's a new Vanish ability that's introduced with the Iago card and the other decks. So I reviewed the 2 starter decks, which they don't actually call starter decks anymore. They call them single player decks. And those come in the 2 flavors, the Amber, Sapphire, and Amethyst Steel is the other one. But yeah, as you can read, I basically, when I review these, I talk about what's new about them, but then I also highlight some of my favorite cards. So you can go and check out what I thought were some of the coolest cards. And I'm getting a new phone on Friday, and then you'll get better photos of my favorite cards because, zooming in on my iPhone SE, whatever 2 it is, just doesn't look that great. But yeah, I enjoy Lorcana. I wish I played more, but I like the art a lot. So that's what keeps me coming back. And I do think it's cool to see how they must have just like a huge sheet of all these like rollouts that they're going to be doing.
Oh, that's
Because they just have a new thing every quarter.
All right.
And the rest. Well, speaking of new things,
that segue can always be said. That doesn't know.
Yeah, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man showrunner Jeff Tremble shared this image on Twitter. It appears to be Gwen Stacy, a well-known character in the Spider-Verse who was not in season 1 of the show, and said, "Hey, there's even more coming to the neighborhood." And she turns into Spider-Gwen, which is awesome. Ghost Spider. So yeah, you can. We don't know when season 2 is coming out yet, but that'll be exciting. And then you can listen to an interview with Jeff on episode 5 of the Laughing Place on Balance podcast, available on Spotify or Apple Podcast or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
And speaking of friendly neighborhoods, Shanghai Disney wants to make sure they're always a friendly neighborhood for you to visit. They have unveiled a new innovative that was a good one, Kyle.
It was.
Okay. A new innovative virtual college program that will help foster the next generation of hospitality workers based on the resort's operational success. They are no stranger to collaborating with Chinese universities, having partnered with over 150 schools around the country. The resort has supported talent development through campus events, recruitment programs, and internship opportunities. And speaking of opportunities, there's an opportunity for you to get into a new drama, as Oscar winner Olivia Colman is set to star in a new FX drama inspired by the Danish show Uven Kolmia, which I am not familiar with, but apparently it was very successful in whatever country is Danish. And that translates to Cry
Denmark.
Wolf. Is that Denmark? Yeah. The untitled one-hour drama is described as a sweeping family drama that is both a mystery and a thriller. So no time frame or anything given, but a lot of those European shows translate very well to America. So kind of looking forward to that. Our own Marshall Knight went on location to the Mall of Millennia. That's not him. That's
Bambi.
That's Bambi. There he is, on location at the Mall of Millennia in Central Florida, not too far north of Walt Disney World, to check out the new Disney Princess Bath and Body Works collection. You can go check that out on our YouTubes. He also checked out a little bit of other Disney stuff around the mall, but the highlight was definitely this. Lots of cool footage of the location. If you haven't been to your local mall to see it, it really is a nice display. It's not just sets, but they really have some really cool displays there.
We went to our local mall to check it out yesterday.
And did you have a nice display like this?
We had, I don't know if we had that display, but we did have the first one. There was like 3 different tables. So like the front one was, I think, Cinderella and Tiana. And then you had Moana and... was that one Belle? Or maybe the other one was Belle and Jasmine. So then the other one would be Moana and... which one am I missing? Ariel.
So hopefully you are getting out there to check these out and support these. But if you didn't, or even if you did, you can go check out Marshall's on location. And then after this, he actually takes his samples out into the parking lot and does a live tasting for you guys. So go check that out.
They did change their sale, by the way. I got an email this morning that now the sale is on soaps, which of course I bought yesterday. But they did have the candle sale yesterday, which is no longer going. So I think I still came out ahead if I had to buy one or the other. But
go okay, as long as you came out ahead.
Anyway, Jim Smith, one of our contributors, recently went to both Walt Disney World and Orlando Universal Orlando Resort. So he just kind of did a comparison of people to know. Like, there's not a reason why, especially with Epic Universe coming soon, there's no reason you have to go to just one on your trip. You can go to both. So he talks about some of the operational differences and just other comparisons. And so, yeah, a deep dive onto the visiting the 2 resorts that you can check out, if whether you've been or not.
Jim Smith, quickly becoming.
Exactly.
I was getting all ready to guess that I remembered. No, I did this one, and I did.
I hope. I was about to say. I'm like, I wrote it plenty early.
I did read to the bottom, so this time I know. I did forget to put links here, but I do have my setups. So, in 1955, someone was born. There's no limerick here. I'm just going to give you one hint.
Okay.
The former largest individual shareholder for the Walt Disney Company.
So is it? I got the Steve Jobs.
It is Steve Jobs, former head of Apple.
Of all places, a garage in California.
And if you wonder why he was the highest individual shareholder, is because of the acquisition of Pixar. All right. Our second one is a movie from 1960, which I'm pretty certain you've never heard of, but you never know. Sometimes you surprise me. Sorry. Like I said, I forgot to get prepared. So
It's a KFC.
What?
KFC. You'll figure it out.
All right. On this day in 1960, a movie starring Peter O'Toole, Peter Finch, and James MacArthur. In the highlands where legends reside, a youth was snatched on a perilous ride. With a stalwart friend by his side, through plots far and wide, he reclaimed freedom with honor and his guide.
Something Scottish.
It may be, but that's not in the name.
I don't know.
This is the 1960 classic called Kidnapped. Any familiarity with that?
Nope.
Nope. All right. I bet Rebecca is. And
Yeah,
finally,
that's why it's a KFC.
Kaplan Family Classic. On this day in a 19 year, I forgot to write down. Dang it.
Brian 1000.
Oh man, this is embarrassing. It's not that embarrassing. Pretty much who I am.
My Princess
is
candle
from-
has a nice low glow on the. I only lit one of the 3 wicks. It's just like.
Is it within reach? Can you show us it?
Yeah, as long as it's not too hot for me to grab. Nope, it's not. Ooh.
Does it have anything? There it is. That's beautiful.
Yeah, there's that, and then you can see the.
It's a
see
great
the thing going.
collection. I need to buy some candles too.
It smells nice.
Bath and Body Works, just send me the entire collection, all right? Just do me a favor. Do me a solid.
I will say, from smelling the candle, like with our noses versus the shower gels, there are some differences. So I wonder if the scents translate differently in different products. We bought the soaps, we didn't buy the shower gels. So I wonder if you were to rank different products in the same line, if you'd feel differently about them.
Well, now I may need to do that. All right, finally, on this day in 2004, we like to talk about TV shows going to Disney World. This one went on a Disney cruise.
That, according to Jim?
It is, according to Jim, on the Disney Magic, the first time one of these shows went on a Disney cruise.
It's a terrible episode. It's probably a terrible show in general. It did not need it's like, wow, this is a 2-parter, I believe, and it is unnecessary.
I want to see this. I don't know if, according to Jim, it's streaming anywhere.
I think it's on. You could probably find it on YouTube or something. Because
I could not find it on YouTube. I wanted to show footage here. It is not on YouTube. At least not in a way you can watch. It's like with the faded.
Yeah, maybe that's the one I had to watch. So I think I talked about this episode on Disney Coast to Coast with my friend Jeff, and I think we used a pirated link.
Yeah, where it's like all saturated and stuff, so it can't be recognized. Apparently, is it on Amazon Prime? It is on Amazon Prime.
Maybe that's what I did, because I did also pay
included.
for an episode. So maybe I gave up on the pirate link, because those are rough. You have to know how to navigate those things.
It is on Prime,
and I would never pirate content. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's you don't have to buy it. It's like actually on Prime, so you don't have to buy it separately. So wow, I might have to check out just how bad that is today.
Yeah.
Will You Wish Upon a Star, episode 1. There it is. Skip that. Wait, get on the ship. They're on the ship. They're on the ship.
Did you get off the plane?
All right, sorry. I'm
You're good.
now.
I am checking since we made it to the top of the hour. That was the last one, right?
That was the last one.
Okay, yeah. Not seeing anything on the Parks blog. They're being a little lazy this morning. 10 o'clock, no news. What are you doing to me?
Did we? There still has not been any dynamic pricing, right?
We have not heard anything about that rumor that another site wrote about the other
Right.
day.
Yeah. Which I don't know if it's just because that site wrote it or it's in the zeitgeist in general, but there's just tons of articles all over about it now.
Yeah, I mean, it is a thing at Disneyland Paris for sure. And so everyone just kind of assumes that if it's a thing there, that it would make its way here. Just like if you'll recall, they called it Premier Access, which was confusing because it was the same time as Disney Plus was still doing Premier Access, but they were doing that like pay for single fast pass things, and that became Lightning Lane individual. So not out of the realm of possibility by any means, but
Nope. But not
for
yet.
now, there's no news. We will have Disney Parks Talk live later today, 4
o'clock
p.m.
Pacific. Eastern. 4 o'clock Pacific. Yes. Anything else we'll have today?
That's all I know of.
Will we be back tomorrow?
I plan to be back tomorrow.
I'll be back
Will you
tomorrow,
be back
then.
tomorrow? All right, we'll be back tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe, ring the bell so you know whenever we go live. And of course, come to laughingplace.com and see all of this news and more.
All the things.
We'll see all the things. See you tomorrow.